Got a little like, ooh, but all right. If the question comes, I'm gonna be there to answer it. You've done this too many times to even be too worried about it.
Here. Move that way. Where's the fight going that way? Hey, what's your tag? Ryan Garcia is a hell of a puncher. He's very explosive, dangerous hook, very dangerous. Everybody know that hook doesn't knock a buffalo. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
He probably throw a hook more like mine than anybody seen.
Yeah.
He got a punch shock on that left hook, deadly, and then he understands how to throw it. So yeah, that's where he is.
Much different version of myself, as you can see in my energy, and you could see, how taking care of your body, a real athlete, and showing a good example, you're gonna see that this fight.
Ryan Garcia sharpens his signature left hook in camp as Roy Jones Jr. refines his timing and precision ahead of the Mario Barrio showdown.
This camp, we've been keeping it pretty with the same kind of pattern. We wake up around 8:30, and then head to the, strength and conditioning gym. We lift weights, we do, conditioning drills, sprints, all that stuff. Then we take a minor, 10-minute break, and then we head to, boxing.
Today we're here strengthening, conditioning, fine-tuning for the last stretch. Make sure that the body feels right and that we are strong. Keep that pace, keep that pace. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
Attaboy.
Roy Jones Jr. demonstrates proper left hook technique, focusing on balance, timing, hip rotation, and guard position. He emphasizes explosive delivery to maximize power, accuracy, and defensive responsibility. Roy Jones Jr. praises Ryan Garcia for his devastating left hook and calls him an incredible puncher with one of the finest hooks in boxing.
Garcia's a hell of a puncher. He's very explosive, dangerous hook, very dangerous. Everybody know that hook doesn't knock a buffalo out. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
He probably throw a hook more like mine than anybody seen.
Yeah.
He got that one punch shock on that left hook, deadly, and then he understands how to throw it. So yeah, that's where he is.
Roy Jones Jr. explains that boxing is built on technique rather than conditioning. A fighter relying only on stamina may last a few rounds, but true technical skill ensures survival until the final bell.
Technique, then conditioning. Nowadays, fighters are more into strength and conditioning than technique. How that happened was people started getting lazy with technique. So they would have technique, like you have a lot of guys that would have a technique, but they wouldn't be conditioned. So they come to the ring, they look good for a few rounds, then they die off. The better conditioned guy win the fight. So what started happening was a lot of guys that had technique were getting beat by guys that didn't have the same technique, but had better conditioning. So what happens? Boxing transitioned from a skill sport to a better conditioned sport. So now people forget about technique, but they work on more on condition. Condition becomes the...
Ryan Garcia admits he lacked focus in previous years and spent too much time distracted by partying and outside influences.
Suspension, it was much different circumstances. I was coming off of suspension, and during that suspension, I was drinking and partying and doing whatever I want for all the way through until they told me that I had to fight. My instincts told me not to. My body wasn't well, it had a lot of toxins in it, as you could imagine. A lot of stupid shit I did. But when you have a lot of people in your ear and people are telling you can make $5 million, it's an easy fight, and but internally that it's not the right decision, and I didn't trust my heart and didn't trust my instincts, and I paid the price for it.
So you say that you knew that it was not the right thing to do. Was there a moment in training camp or the week of the fight where you thought, man, I really think I might lose?
Oh, every day. Really? Every day.
Now he feels disciplined and motivated with the right people guiding his decisions and holding him accountable.
Lose 30 pounds, remember how to box, and try to get sharp all in 2 months. And I don't even know how my body's gonna react. And it wasn't reacting. Every 2 days, it would just shut down. Runs didn't feel right. Nothing felt correct as it should. And I'm not blaming anybody. You come to find out, whatever was happening in the Haney fight, it will never be replicated again. You can't do that. I still don't know to this
that was
day
crazy, yeah.
how I was able to drink and do whatever I wanted and somehow still win. I just wanted to make a mockery of Devin Haney.
Roy Jones Jr. praises Ryan Garcia, calling him a talented fighter who brings excitement and makes every bout compelling regardless of the opponent.
Take your head off to that kid because he's one that's out there doing like what I used to do. He's fighting them all. He don't care who they are, where they are. If he get paid for it, he'll fight. And that's a beautiful thing. That is what boxing has been missing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't care who he fights. It's going to be an interesting fight, and he has a chance to beat anybody. Because he's dead.
Chris Algieri explains that every situation in boxing has its own nuances, and Ryan's case is especially unique. He emphasizes that the dynamic between a fighter and their trainer is shaped more by personality than culture. While culturally father-son pairings have succeeded, like Robert Garcia with his father or even Roy Jones Jr. as father, clashes can occur when strong personalities collide. Algieri points out that Ryan's father is known to have a strong personality, much like Ryan himself, which makes their collaboration unpredictable. Yet, when the personalities align, as with Floyd Mayweather and his uncle, remarkable results can happen.
Every case is its own, every case is unique, and Ryan is especially unique. Champ, you mentioned culture versus personality. I think it's much more personality than culture, because we've seen culturally it work with Mexican father-son duos. I mean, we have Robert Garcia here, his father trained him, and Mikey Garcia, it worked, and then you've got, even like Roy Jones versus Floyd Mayweather. Roy Jones's father, butting heads. Floyd and his father butting heads. Uncle worked out great. Roger and Floyd worked out beautifully. But the fathers, they had heads together. Then you got, even today, you got Naoya Inoue and his father. His father's fantastic. Yep. Trains both him and his brother, and to great success. And it seems like doesn't seem like there's much friction there, at least that we've seen. So I don't think it's so much cultural as much as it is personality. And in terms of the personalities, Ryan has a very large personality. Apparently, so
he notes that in recent times, Ryan has struggled with discipline, coaching, and structured training. Algieri observes that Ryan often prefers informal training in his living room, surrounded by distractions rather than maintaining a consistent gym routine. The hope is that his father can help redirect him, reinstating a more traditional training approach that Ryan thrived under in the past. If they manage to reconcile their personalities and lean on their shared history, Ryan could regain his previous high level of performance. Algieri concludes that while challenges exist, the right guidance could make a substantial difference in Ryan's boxing journey.
Back on their history, to which case Ryan could actually perform at a very high level again. In recent form, Ryan has had a lot of trouble with coaching. Listening to what he's going to do, showing up to the gym, he'd rather train. It seems like in his living room, wearing sweatpants and whoever's around with influencers. Maybe his father can crack him out of that and get him back to a more traditional training style like we've seen him in the past when he was on a really good run at some point, at a point a few years ago where he looked like he really could take over and then things kind of fell off. So possibly the father-son duo this time could work once again because it has worked in the past.
When you look at this, all we need now is a coach with some experience. Oh, we have Coach Robert Garcia. What's the secret sauce here? Is there one? Is it about knowing when to be dad and when to be coach? But is there a secret here? Is it just, as the guys have pointed out?
Analysts point out a key tactical flaw in Ryan Garcia that could seriously impact his upcoming fight against Mario Barrios. While Ryan is undoubtedly talented, his most recent performances have raised concerns. Despite his skills and marketability, he recently lost a fight that many critics argue should have positioned him better. The The concern is that flashy appeal and commercial presence don't always equate to tactical excellence in the ring.